Okay, so picture this. It's 2 a.m., the room is pitch black, my partner is asleep next to me, that really deep, heavy breathing.
Right. The world is off.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm just lying there holding this 6.1-inch rectangle of illuminated glass. And honestly, it feels like the only place I can actually breathe.
The glowing concessional.
It really is. It's supposed to be this cold object, right? But it feels like the most intimate space in my life.
It's the modern hearth.
Yeah.
There's a reason we curl around it.
Yeah, and it's deceptive.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing that's been keeping me up. I realized something kind of terrifying about myself. I can go on Instagram Live right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can talk to strangers for 45 minutes straight. Be articulate, be vulnerable, be on.
The poet of the pixel,
Yeah.
a master of the broadcast.
Right. But then, the next morning, I walk into a coffee shop. And the barista, a real human with, eyes, just asks, "How's your day going?" And I freeze. I'm completely paralyzed. My throat just constricts.
You feel like a deer in the headlights of a very, very low-stakes interaction.
Totally. I can't even get a sentence out. I stumble over good and thanks and probably say you too when they say enjoy your coffee.
Of course.
It makes no sense. Why is the broadcast for thousands easy, but the hello to one person feels impossible?
See, I think we need to stop calling this introversion or shyness. That's too old school.
What is it then?
What you're describing is more of a humming dislocation.
Dislocation, like my shoulder is out of its socket.
In a way, yeah. It's the sensation that the physical world, the real world, has started to feel like a poorly rendered simulation.
A poorly rendered simulation.
For your brain, that coffee shop is just less vivid. It's
Yeah.
less consequential.
Wow. That is exactly it. The graphics aren't loading right. The lighting is all wrong.
Because you've become fluent in a different language, the language of curated presence.
Curated presence.
Think about it. Online, you know the angles, you know the lighting, you have filters, you have the backspace key.
Oh, the strategic vulnerability. I'm sad, but look how pretty I look being sad.
Precisely. So the screen has become your rehearsal space. But here's the picker. It's not a rehearsal for life anymore. It's a rehearsal instead of life. You've gotten so good at performing you that the unscripted reality of just standing there triggers this low-grade panic.
It's the lack of an edit button. I'm broadcasting live in 4K and I can't color correct my own face.
It's the terror of the live feed that you can't turn off.
And this dislocation, it's bleeding into everything, not just coffee shops. Dating. Oh my God, the dating apps.
The architecture of modern romance. What's the specific pain point there?
It's vertigo. Pure psychic vertigo. I'll spend weeks, talking to someone. We build this whole world in the chat.
You've constructed a dossier. You've built a character.
A detailed psychological portrait. I know their attachment style, their stance on pineapple pizza, everything. And then we finally meet.
And the reality check hits.
The second they walk into the wine bar, they feel like an imposter.
An imposter in their own body.
Yes. It's so uncanny. Their voice is a little different. Their hands move in a way I didn't script. And I'm just sitting there thinking, who is this? Where is the person I was texting?
Well, Freud would have a field day with this. This is classic transference, but with a tech twist.
Transference.
Usually you project feelings onto a person. Here, you're not transferring onto a person. You're transferring onto a construct. You fell in love with a text file.
I fell in love with a PDF of a person.
Exactly. And the flesh and blood human can't compete with the PDF. The PDF is always better written.
Yeah.
Never has spinach in its teeth.
So the anxiety I feel isn't just, will they like me?
No. It's what we could call ontological terror. It's the fear of having to choose which reality is the true one. The perfect one in your phone or the awkward one with bad lighting.
And I always prefer the phone version. It's safer.
Of course you do. It's optimized. But let's dig into that. I think if we look at this through a modern Freudian lens, there's a civil war going on inside your head.
A civil war.
Between the I, the ego, and the superego.
Yeah.
But they've all been updated for 2026.
Okay, lay it on me. Who's living in my head?
So first you've got the Ida, the raw, screaming infant. It wants validation, touch, love, and it wants it now.
I feel that, especially at 2 a.m. That's the voice screaming, post something, anything, just get a reaction.
Right, but the Id can't post directly. If it did, he'd just be a blurry, crying selfie captioned, "Pay attention to me."
Which would be social suicide. I'd lose followers instantly.
Correct. So in comes the ego. The ego is your internal PR manager.
The diplomat.
Exactly. It takes that raw scream from the Id and translates it. It says, okay, we can't scream, "I'm lonely," but we can post a sunset photo with a tasteful caption about solitude.
Oh, wow. I have absolutely done that. Just taking some time for me.
It's not a lie. It's a translation. It turns hunger into aesthetics. It makes loneliness look deep.
So the ego's just doing its job, keeping me from getting canceled.
It's a survival mechanism.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
Then there's the superego, and this is the killer.
A moral compass, right.
Oh.
The angel on the shoulder.
It used to be. In Freud's day, it was your parents, the church,
Yeah.
the society saying, be good. But Superego 2.0, it's not your dad. It's the entire curated internet. It's
Right.
every influencer, every productivity guru.
And what does it say?
It doesn't say be good. It says be optimized.
Be becoming. Be your best self. Wake up at 5 a.m.
Be in a state of perpetual self-improvement. If you aren't evolving, you're failing. It's market logic disguised as virtue.
That explains the guilt. I was just sitting on my couch last Tuesday doing nothing, and I felt this crushing wrongness, like I was committing a crime by just existing.
That is the new original sin. Stasis. Superego whispers, you plateaued. And in the economy of the self brand, plateauing is death.
That's exhausting. No wonder I'm terrified of a party.
Because a party is the one place where the PR manager loses all control.
There's no edit button at a cocktail party. If I say something stupid, it just hangs there.
No delete, no filter. And here's the crucial distinction. You aren't afraid of being judged. You are afraid of being incoherent.
Incoherent? What do you mean?
Online, you make sure the id, ego, and superego are aligned. The package is coherent. But face-to-face, chaos.
It leaks out.
It pours out. You blush. Your voice trembles. An awkward silence. That's the raw, unmediated self leaking through the cracks. And it feels like a catastrophe.
It feels like my body's betraying me. Like, why is my face getting hot? Stop it. You're ruining the brand.
You become a stranger to yourself because you can't control the output.
I feel this even when I'm having a good time. I was at dinner, everyone's laughing, it's great. But there was this itch, this urge to pull out my phone and document it.
Right.
And if I didn't, it felt hollow. Like, did this joy even happen if nobody saw it?
You've outsourced your reality testing. We used to test reality by living it. Now we test it by the gaze of others.
We're tourists in our own lives.
We are. You're sitting at dinner, but part of your brain has stepped outside the frame to see how the scene looks to an imagined follower.
It's the phantom limb. If I don't have my phone, I feel disconnected from my own life.
Because without external validation, the experience loses its density. A profound tragedy.
So if we're all just performing, where did the actual, human connection go? The libido? People are touching less, dating less.
Oh, the libido's still there. Energy doesn't just disappear, it gets rerouted, sublimated.
Into what?
Into the interface. A like is a symbolic touch. When you post something and someone double taps it, that's a microdose of connection. It's emotional penetration.
Emotional penetration, that's a lot for a thumb tap.
But your brain registers it as such. We are drowning in symbolic touch while starving for skin.
But wait, what about Finstas? Fake Instagrams, my friends post the messiest stuff there.
Right.
Crying selfies, unhinged rants. Isn't that the IAD taking back control?
I wish it were that simple, but no.
Why not? It's raw, it's ugly.
It's just another form of management. It's psychic triage. The Finsta is a designated playpen for the id so it doesn't ruin the main brand.
Ouch. That's cynical.
But it's accurate. You're curating your messiness. Even our rebellion has to be architected. It's all compartmentalized.
So there's no escape.
Not within the system. And this constant management is why everyone is so angry. Have you seen the comment sections?
It's a war zone. I feel like I'm absorbing radioactive waste.
But why? Why do we care so much about strangers?
I don't know. I see an influencer with a perfect kitchen and I just want to scream.
That's projection. The comment section is a collective Rorschach test. You don't hate the influencer. You hate that they embody the perfectionism your superego demands, but that you can't sustain.
You're holding up a mirror to my own inadequacy.
Exactly. We aren't fighting each other. We're fighting the disowned fragments of our own psyches.
It makes me want to delete it all. Just go dark. Throw my phone in the ocean.
And that, my friend, is the death drive.
Whoa, that took a turn. I'm not suicidal, I just want to delete Twitter.
Freud called it thanatos. It's not about dying physically. It's the pull towards stillness, toward the end of striving.
It's the desire to start performing.
It's the wish for unobserved existence, the fantasy of having a thought that just dies in your mind, the freedom to be boring, inconsistent.
That sounds like actual heaven. But here's the paradox. I tell myself if I did that, I'd finally be the real me, the awkward, messy me. That's the authentic version, right?
Is it?
Well, yes. I have a body. I breathe air. That has to be real.
Here's the twist. What if the digital self is the real one?
No way. The digital self is filters and edits. It's fake.
Is it fake? Or is it the only place your unconscious actually gets to speak?
What do you mean?
Think about it. Offline, you are constantly performing humility. You have to be modest, hide your ambition, pretend you aren't desperate for attention.
Right, I can't walk into a room and shout, "Everyone validate me."
Exactly. But online, the odd gets to screen. You post the hot selfie because you want to be desired. The curated profile is actually a map of your soul's deepest desires.
So, the awkward person at the coffee shop.
That's the performance. That is the socially mandated pantomime of restraint. We don't go online to escape reality. We go online to escape the performance of humility required offline.
That actually blows my mind. So I'm not seeing fake lives, I'm seeing their true desires unleashed.
You are seeing their dreams. Freud said dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. Well, your Instagram grid is the dream your psyche is having about itself. It's hyper-real.
But what about photo dumps? You know, blurry pics, messy sheets. Isn't that a push for reality?
Aestheticized imperfection.
You're gonna tell me that's fake too.
It's just another performance. The blurry photo is blurry in the right way. The wrinkled sheets imply coziness, not filth. It's the superego convincing you that even your rebellion must be on brand.
It's the curation of uncuration.
Precisely. We are now performing the performance of not performing.
So we're trapped, entwined.
We are. It brings us right back to you at 2 a.m. in the dark.
With the phone.
Freud would call that phone both Heimlich and unheimlich.
Home and unhome.
Familiar and concealed. The definition of uncanny. It's not a tool. It's a psychic organ.
A psychic organ, like a lung.
You've grown a prosthetic unconscious.
Yeah.
That device is an externalized part of your brain.
That is deeply unsettling.
And the algorithm, it's not manipulating you, it is dreaming you.
Dreaming me.
It knows the grammar of your desire better than you do. The question isn't how to disconnect. You can't cut off an organ.
So what do we do? If we can't disconnect and we can't tell the dream from reality...
You have to learn to interpret the dream while you're still trapped inside it. You have to realize you are the data and the phone is the dreamer.
I think. I need to go sit in silence for a while, without posting about it.
Good luck with that. Let me know if you last more than 10 minutes.
Thanks for this. I'm gonna go stare at a wall and try to feel real.
Don't blink. The algorithm is watching.